For n greater than or equal to 2, let x1, x2, and so on xn be a random sample from a distribution with the expectation of x1 is 0, variance of x1 is 1, expectation of x1 to the power 4 is less than infinity. Then which of the following statements is always correct? So we are given the random sample x1, x2, and so on xn. So expectation of x1 is 0, variance of x1 is 1, and expectation of x1 to the power 4 is less than infinity. And the sample mean and variance is also given. So if you consider the first option, so expectation of Sn square. So Sn square is nothing but the sample variance, and the sample variance is always like unbiased estimator of the sigma square. So sigma square is nothing but variance of x1, which is nothing but 1. So first statement is correct. The second statement says root n into xn bar tends to z in distribution where z follows normal 0, 1. So this is also correct because if we use the central limit theorem, so square root of n into xn bar minus 0 divided by sigma follows normal 0, 1 in distribution. So square root of root n xn bar follows normal 0, 1 since we have sigma square is 1. So therefore the second statement is also true. Now third statement says xn bar and Sn square are independently distributed for all n greater than or equal to 2. So independence means that so the sample so we are given like sample mean and sample variance. So independence of sample mean and sample variance, this occurs only if xi's are ID normal. So but here like we have like no clue about the distribution, we just know the expectation and variance. So therefore option C is not necessarily true, whereas option D says 1 by n summation xi square follows tends to 2 in probability. So if we use like weak law of large numbers, so by weak law of large numbers we have 1 by n summation xi square tends to expectation of xi square in probability. So that is nothing but variance of xi plus expectation of xi whole square. So that means 1 plus 0, so that is nothing but 1. So it's not, it won't tend to 2, so it will tend to 1. So option D is also incorrect. So correct answer will be A and D, A and B.